This is Fantasy Football Today from CBSSports.com.
Welcome back to Fantasy Football Today, sponsored by Volkswagen Das Auto. I'm Nando DeFino. This is Jamie Eisenberg, Dave Richard, and these are beautiful cards from the people at Panini. These are the playbooks. I believe we just got them today in FedEx. What we're going to do right now is we're going to open up some cards. We're going to see who pops out. I know Dave's been dying to open some of these playbook packs.
Goes back to my childhood, man.
I know. Oh, yeah, when they had the Panini playbooks back in...
No, back then they had pieces
Let's do
of
it.
bubble gum in there.
These are the Panini Prisms. They're awesome. Vic Ballard, number 1.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and...
Unfortunate.
It's a great...
We're off and running here.
There's a good one. LaMichael James. We did see some movement. Coaches saying LaMichael James needs to get a little more involved. Do you handcuff Gore with LaMichael James?
No, it's still Kendall Hunter. Still Kendall Hunter. But you know what? We talked earlier today about guys that you can stash on your roster. You're 2-6 in your keeper league or your dynasty league. James is somebody that you can look at as a possible stashee.
I got Jimmy Graham here. Jimmy Graham is having a season. Bothered by the foot, played a limited amount of snaps, and when he played in the snaps, he was awesome.
Yes. Hopefully he
Jimmy
keeps
Graham?
it up.
Where's Jimmy Graham on the no Sean Marino trade matrix, Dave?
I'd rather have Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, I would rather have Jimmy Graham.
How about Jimmy Graham for Marino and Zach Stacy?
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of offer you're looking for. Say you've got Jimmy Graham and Jordan Reed, and you're thin at running back, maybe specifically for this week, or maybe Steven Jackson's on your roster, and you're unhappy with how he's playing, and he's got a tough matchup this week. Maybe that's a move you can make.
This is a pack. Brandon Marshall, next card I'm drawing here.
Mm-hmm.
How are we looking at Brandon Marshall with the new quarterback? Everything stays the same? The renta stays the same?
How did he do with Chad Henne and Matt Moore in Miami?
Excellent.
Yeah, he was pretty good. You know, it wasn't great. He wasn't this Brandon Marshall. He wasn't the Brandon Marshall in Denver. He wasn't the Brandon Marshall in Chicago. But he was still a must-start guy, and I think that's where he still remains.
We got a giveaway.
What have you got?
Kerwin Williams autograph.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, how about that? Pretty nice. Thank you, Panini. And here, look at that. Timely. Kenny Stills coming out the pack.
That's nice.
Kenny Stills is probably one of the more intriguing waiver wire pickups this week.
He's up there, but I think a lot of people kind of view him as...
He's boomer bust, right?
He's definitely boomer bust, but he's somebody that you look at, Devery Henderson, Robert Meacham, that type of guy. The keys on when to start him, does Drew Brees have a matchup where he's going to be under attack, or is he going to have time in the pocket? Is he playing against a defense that allows a lot of big passing plays, or one that's going to be tough? And is he playing specifically indoors and on the turf?
All right.
That's really the key for him.
Let's take a phone call or two, then we'll come back and let you giggle like a little school child with your Panini playbooks. Jim in Virginia Beach, I believe you are next in line for the phone calls. Welcome to the show. What's your question?
Yeah, yes, sir. Love your show.
Thank you.
Jim?
I've got LaShawn McCoy in a 12-team non-PPR league and a 10-team PPR league. I'm interested to hear from all 4 of you guys who would be a good person to target as a running back in both the non-PPR and the PPR league.
All right. Wide open question. LaShawn McCoy, it seems like he's trying to flip him for another running back. You got to go top of the line for this, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and
you gotta-
Jamal Charles banged up a little bit now. Maybe
Sure.
that drops his stock low
Sure,
enough?
maybe you get Jamal Charles for him. Maybe you can get Marshawn Lynch for McCoy. I'm not ready to panic on LaShawn McCoy. I know the offense is struggling right now, but Adrian Peterson had 2 bad games. He bounced back with a touchdown. You got to just keep the faith with these guys as long as they're healthy. They're super talented. They have the opportunity to break a touchdown on any particular play, and they're getting the touches. It's not like Chris Johnson, what we were seeing in the last few weeks, because he wasn't getting the same amount of carries. They were taking away playing time from him, using him a little bit more as a receiver. LaShawn McCoy has still been playing enough and he hasn't been getting you the upper echelon type numbers that he got earlier in the season and that he's certainly capable of, but I still think he's going to be very good.
Less talky, more cards. I'm just kidding. Let's go to David in Corpus Christi, Texas. David, welcome to the show. What is your question?
Hey, guys. Finally, awesome. I'm on your show. You guys are great. Just
Thank you.
great.
Thanks.
Hey, I have a little problem here. Not a great pick problem, but I'm 6-2, which is not a problem at all. However, I'm trying to my starting quarterback is Drew Brees, and I'm trying to pick a blocker as a backup just in case for the rest of the season, because you never know. And I have 2 defenses, which is one of my – I never do that, but in this case I have Seattle and I have the Chiefs. And I want to drop one or the other and pick a blocker for the just-in-case type of thing. I want to know which team would you kind of lean on for the rest of the season defensively. Some of the players that I can drop, I've kind of stashed Andre Brown and Shane Vereen.
Right.
I've kind of stashed those guys. I have Martellus Bennett, but I flip-flop him with Reed. So My only problem is if I drop one of these two defenses, I don't want the other guys to use the defense against me during the playoffs or something if I make it there. But
I have a
what are
solution.
your thoughts? Love it. Thank you so much for
David, if I were you, I would make a trade. Don't even think about dropping. We've been
Absolutely.
talking about how much you can get back for Kansas City for the last 3 weeks here.
You don't need Jake Locker.
Yeah,
You don't need Jake Locker.
you don't.
I understand you want to cover yourself in the event of a Drew Brees injury. He's got enough talent on his roster to make a trade.
I grant you permission to open the playbook pack.
I will. First of all, I just wanted to point out this pack was made for me. I got not one Le'Veon Bell rookie card, but 2 Le'Veon Bell rookie cards
nice.
in the same pack. So it's my kind of day. Now, these
Now, Dave, let
playbook
me
cards.
ask you, are you going to keep those, or would you like to give them away to some watchers?
Oh, we're giving them away.
All right.
I'm not allowed to keep them, am I?
First 5
Am I?
people. No, first 5 people to send us a tweet at CBS Fantasy FB. Right, trick or treat, hashtag FFT. We're going to send out 5 prize packages, some Panini cards, maybe a couple koozies in there. Compliments to Joe Polito.
Well, this is pretty cool. This is a rookie card of Stedman Bailey. So I know that Stedman Bailey isn't anything exciting, and I don't know if there's anything to talk about, but there's a piece of his jersey right here, an autograph there, and then another jersey right here, and it's numbered to 25.
Nice.
If you want me to spew 30 seconds on Stedman Bailey, I'd be happy to do it.
I think we should go to Joe in Huntsville, Alabama.
I think that's a better way
Give
to
him
go.
a second chance, Joe. This is your redemption call. What's going
Hey
on?
there. Hello.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
You there?
Yep.
I have a question. I've got my running backs. I've got Jamal Charles, Fred Jackson, Marino, Ray Rice, Andre Brown, and Hillis. And my wide receiver tight ends are Colston, Graham, Thomas, and Welker. Do I trade Rice for Marvin Jones?
No.
I would say, yeah, I would. I don't think I would do that.
No.
You got Ray Rice is going to turn things around. He's been playing with a hip issue. Things are going to get better, right?
Got a week off to rest. Got a good matchup this week. I think he comes out of the bye week playing very well. No way trading for Marvin.
You could try and trade Peyton Hillis for Marvin Jones.
Yes, that's the movie.
I think that's the move you make.
Let's go to Kentucky. Larry in Alzaton, Kentucky. Welcome to the show, Larry. What's your question?
Hey, thanks a lot. I have a trade question. I'd be looking at, I'm in a 1-point PPR where reception yards are worth 20 points. And I was needing help at tight end. So I was wanting to trade Sproles and
Somebody else?
yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I wanted to trade Sproles for Gronk or possibly Sproles for Gates.
I like Sproles for Gates.
I like Sproles
I
for
kind of
Gronk.
love.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get Gronk for Sproles, and in a PPR league, I don't think you're going to get Gates for him either.
You never know. I mean, somebody could be desperate for running back, says, oh, Sproles is going to turn things around, which he will. I mean, he's not going to be this bad going forward.
I don't know.
I'm
nervous.
I think if you're, let's just say you're the Gates owner, you need a tight end, and need a running back, that's a move you make.
You got a nice pack here, too.
I know.
You got a Manti Te'o rookie card. You've been saying you wanted one of those.
Yes.
We got another caller. Let's go to
It's a real rookie
Detroit, Rock City. Tim, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, Tim?
Hey, okay, I got a quick flex question. I'm starting Jamal Charles and Matt Forte. In that flex, would you start Lacy, Ridley, or Danny Woodhead?
This is a PPR league, Tim.
No, it's the standard scoring.
Yeah, it's Lacy all the way.
Hands down, Lacy. Yep.
But keep an eye on Charles. If you have the app, you'll get the updates on him.
Yeah.
He's got a bruised knee. He's not practicing today.
Sounds as if it's just rest because he did bang his knee last week.
Right.
So
Hopefully it's just rest. My question to Tim is Forte a must start here? Or do you look at Woodhead or Ridley as a possible replacement for Forte in this matchup against Green Bay?
I think you should drop Woodhead for Niall Davis.
I think that's
But I play
crazy.
fast and loose. Really? It's a standard league.
why would you drop Woodhead?
What, have you not seen what Danny Woodhead's
The only
done?
way- the only way-
He'll get some catches.
The only
here,
way
some
you
catches
do
there.
that.
He's never going to start.
The only way you do that is if Charles is out for the season.
Well, we don't know what's going on. It's a knee bruise.
He's fine.
He had to go out of the
He came-
game, sit on
and
the
he
bike
came-
for a
and he
little
came
while.
back in, so he's fine.
All right. Fair enough. Oh, DeMarco Murray practiced a little bit today.
All right,
Let's
good.
take a look at Jamie's rookies and stars real quick. This
Yeah.
is Ray Rice. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he could be a top 10 running back rest of season?
I'm nervous about him being a top 10 running back the rest of the season. And it's not all on Ray Rice. His offensive line hasn't been very good either. And Flacco, just for whatever reason, just hasn't taken that next step that everybody thinks he needs to take as far as being a stat producer. Obviously, he's taking the next step as a great quarterback to lead his team to the Super Bowl. But I don't know if he's going to be an elite-type talent for Ray Rice to kind of bounce off of. If Rice is healthy and he's not on the practice report this week, I'll feel a lot better about him.
Jamie, Jordan Reed, do you think next year he could be drafted as a top 5 tight end?
You know, it's funny, after the draft, I remember on our podcast, I was saying Jordan Reed to me in 2014 is going to be a viable fantasy option. I didn't think he was going to play very much this year because of Fred Davis and the way that RG3 uses tight ends. And clearly that's a year ahead. So you said top 10?
Top 5.
Top 5.
Rest of the season?
No.
Next
Looking ahead to
year.
next year, do you think
I don't know top 5 yet, but I think he's definitely top 10, certainly top 12.
We got Frank Gore. I mean, he's awesome. There's nothing we could say about him, right?
Right.
Arian Foster, who's your safety net?
For me, it would be James Starks.
Not Deji Kareem?
No, because you don't know if it's going to be Deji Kareem.
It's true.
Could be Johnson, it could be Graham.
The point I would make is that Kareem's the veteran. He's been there before. He's worked with Houston before. I think that's who.
What happens if you put Kareem in the starting lineup for Houston? I mean, what do we look
against Indianapolis? I don't think it's going to be great.
I just don't see him being, a 20-plus touch guy. I think you'll see, maybe 8 for him, 8 for the other guy, 8 for Graham.
It's a mess. It's really.
That's why I would rather take my chances.
But I don't.
Starks.
I think you're not guaranteed 8 touches from Starks.
Oh, I think you get 8 touches from Starks. I think they're going to either sprinkle him in throughout the course of the game, or at the end of the game, he's going to get the opportunity. I would much rather gamble on the number 2 guy there for the 3, 4, and 5 guy in Houston.
I got a feeling tomorrow on the Start Sit show, we're going to be seeing a lot of this back and forth, because we're talking about some guys who might be able to elevate up to that level of stardom on a 5-week.
Right, you have for those Foster Tate owners, you have 2 guys, Starks, Donald Brown, right now, and then again you're talking flex options, maybe Darius Hayward-Bay.
All right, let's not forget. Send us that tweet. I'm sure we got 5 already, but hey,
Dave is chatting.
Tweet at us anyway. Dave's going to be chatting at 1:30. Check out his trade matrix. Jamie's got the start of the week all explained for you in his Stardom Sit 'em column. I got a player challenge column out there.
Yeah.
Feel free to check it out.
I know Igor's reading it.
Igor's reading it because Igor's winning our league. Thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks to Panini for sending us all the awesome cards. Thanks to Volkswagen for the money. I'm Nando DeFino. Adam Hayes will be back tomorrow on Fantasy Football Today. Until then, happy Halloween. Don't hit any kids.